have enough road to get up to 88.
Welcome back to another episode of Front Row Cinema, a movie podcast for movie lovers by movie lovers. I am your host, TJ Trimboli, and with me, as always, my co-host, the goofiest of goobers, Mr. James O'Reilly.
Now that one is dead on.
Dead
that is.
spot
I
on.
am quite the goofy goober.
Such a goofy goober, one of the goofiest goobers. Have you ever gotten drunk on ice cream before, Jim?
I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's like a real drunk. You know, I've definitely had too much ice cream before.
Not even,
Like,
not even on a rum raisin?
no, is there really rum in rum raisin? Is that where it
I
gets
don't
the
know.
rum part from?
Kind of like when you have like a poppy seed bagel and you test positive for opium.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think that was just a Seinfeld episode. I don't know how real that is.
Nah, I heard from a guy who knew a guy that, it totally can happen. So maybe the same thing happens with rum raisin. Who knows?
Like, do they really put rum in it? How do they just sell that at grocery stores?
There definitely can't be actual rum in it.
Like they're not going to card you if you go buy a rum raisin, right?
Definitely not. Dude, did we just unlock the secret way that we could have been getting drunk all this time when we were in kids? We didn't have to hey mister it. We could have just been eating rum raisin ice cream.
I think you would need some kind of device to like filter out the rum from the
Harness.
raisin.
We need to find a way to harness the rum out of this rum
Yeah,
raisin.
because then otherwise you're just eating a bunch of ice cream. Like,
Listen, Jim, now you're tempting me with two things I love, ice cream and alcohol.
yeah, I feel like they don't go together very good. Any kind of dairy mixed with liquor feels like a bad choice to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just your tummy's just asking for diarrhea at that point.
Yeah.
Some real Hershey
Like,
squirts. The natty splatties,
sure, yeah, all of the above, yeah.
all of the above. Jim, what are we watching tonight?
We're watching the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, like the original one from 2004.
Yeah, the first of the SpongeBob SquarePants movies, directed by Steven Hillenburg, who's actually the creator of the show, and written by him, Kent Osborne, Derek Dryman, Tim Hill, Aaron Springer, and Paul Tibbett. A lot of cooks in the kitchen, but they're all writers on the show, so it makes sense that they would just shove the writers' room
Right.
together to pitch
Right.
what they're going to do for this movie.
Right. Like what doesn't make sense is him being like, all right, writer's room, I know you help me do this show every week, but I got this one.
Yeah, but fuck you guys, this one's all me. I'm taking all the credit on this bad boy.
Right.
And starring Tom Kenny, Clancy Brown, Alec Baldwin, Scarlett Johansson, and that old devil himself, Mr. David Hasselhoff. The Hoff, man. The Hoff. Now, of course, Jim, as always, got to have our DVD cover here. Need the SpongeBob SquarePants. Actually, funnily enough, just recently, SpongeBob SquarePants movie got a 4K steelbook. We might have to be doing some upgrading here, Jim. It might be coming in the near future.
So, like, who is that for?
4K steelbook? For the sick
who is
freaks, the sick
not
freaks
just
like
any-
me.
Not just any 4K steelbook, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 4K steelbook, like the one from 2004
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
gets a steelbook. Why? Like, who is that for?
It's for all of us sick freaks out in the park.
There can't. What is there, like 4 of you? Like,
Jim, we're out there,
who's
Jim.
buying that?
We're out there. You just got to hit Reddit, man. You'll find those sick physical media freaks. We're out there. We're in the streets.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, and don't get me wrong, I'm on the physical media bandwagon, dude. I didn't tell you this, but we've officially started a VHS collection.
Oh, love to hear that. Love to hear that.
Yeah. We've got
Let's
a lot of Disney movies so far.
Oh,
A lot of
dude,
Disney movies.
those clamshells, man, you can't beat those VHS clamshells.
Yeah, the clamshells, man. Yeah, the clamshells. We don't have a VCR yet. We've
It's all right.
we've
That'll
had
come.
3 attempts at a VCR, and our Pinocchio movie did not survive one of them, you know.
Ooh,
But we're getting there. The VHS collection's coming along.
beautiful. Well, yeah, you hitting the thrift stores, you find them out in the streets.
Yeah, I mean that's the only place to find them, as far as I know. I mean, I guess I could look online, but that's
You didn't hear about the new VHS store, Jim? It's all the rage these days.
yeah. Blockbuster's actually making a comeback.
Yeah, making a comeback, but they're only
We've
selling
been sitting on
VHS.
all these VHS tapes for years.
What a market we've got right now. What's old is new again.
Yeah, but so speaking from a guy who's collecting VHS tapes, which have no functional purpose whatsoever,
All right, yeah.
in 2026, who needs the SpongeBob Steelbook? What is it? Like, why is it?
You're sitting over there collecting VHSs without a VHS player. You're harping on me for getting the 4K SpongeBob SquarePants
Well,
movie.
I mean, I'll get a VHS player, and then you know
We're
what's going to
splitting
happen?
hairs
I'm
here.
going to watch some sweet, sweet tape.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, no,
Well,
no more
well,
of this digital
yeah.
stuff. I
Well,
could make a very pretentious argument that VHS tapes look better.
yeah. Well, while you're going through watching the tapes, man, I'll be looking at that crisp picture quality, my
Yeah.
4K Dolby Atmos TV.
Well, right, but okay, so 4K, yeah. Why the steelbook? I hate steelbooks, man.
Jim,
It's like,
just cause why not?
you know what the SpongeBob SquarePants movie needed? It needed some real sleek artistic packaging.
It absolutely did. It actually just comes in a life preserver. Like that's it's just, man, they're just on a whole other level of intrigue
Yeah,
these days.
yeah. So you have the steelbook. Good for you.
Yeah,
Good
yeah, it's
for
a hell of
you.
a time. It's quite a time to be alive. Listen, the world is burning down around me. I got to take my joys where I can get them.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I'm not. I shouldn't begrudge you that. You know, we
My
all got to find
jollies
our.
at my SpongeBob 4K getting my jollies up. But for now, we got a log line on the back here, Jim, and it reads: There's trouble bubbling up in Bikini Bottom. King Neptune's crown is missing, and Mr. Krabs has been accused of stealing it. Together with his best pal Patrick, SpongeBob sets out to treacherous Shell City to reclaim Neptune's crown and save Mr. Krabs.
Huh.
Damn.
Sunny Side Up guy really passed. He's no longer in vogue. You know, if
We
we're
haven't
playing
really,
the SpongeBob SquarePants movie blurb straight, I mean, not
dude,
a
not
single pun.
we haven't seen him in many a fortnight, and I worry for his future.
Yeah,
He's gonna get left
I guess
behind.
I wonder if that's really where it all started to go downhill when we stopped putting silly puns in movie blurbs.
It's entirely possible. It might be the downfall of civilization as we know it. Jim, we saw this one in theaters.
We
This is a
did.
this is a big memory one
Yeah.
right now. Do you remember? I got the ticket, Jim. We saw this bad boy. Man, what a time. This was a classic 2004 night for us here, Jim. We saw
I bet.
SpongeBob SquarePants Friday, November 19th, the 4:45 show, which means we caught the first show outside of school, and then right after that movie, get drunk in the parking lot.
I can neither confirm nor
Allegedly,
deny the second part of that. I don't think we did
allegedly, a lot of rum raisin, in the parking
Yeah.
lot.
I wasn't a big ice cream guy back then.
Well, listen. We had the factory line people siphoning out just the actual rum raisins out of the ice cream, and we would just take turns sucking on them.
Yeah. But yeah,
Great.
I mean that would have been opening weekend too. Not to jump too far ahead of myself, but that was the opening Friday
That
of
was the
SpongeBob
yeah. So
SquarePants.
that was our thing, which makes sense. 2004, SpongeBob starts what around like I think it was like 99, 2000. So
Yeah,
it's
something like
really
that.
really a show that we grew up with. So absolutely, we're gonna catch that there. First show right out the gate, opening weekend. I think that was a good portion. You, me, blank. I'm pretty sure Brendan was at this one also. I don't know if anyone
I,
else came with us. I think it might
I
have been.
don't
I think that might have been the foursome.
I do remember a lot of the bits from the movie though. Like as I was rewatching it, like probably about 15 minutes in, I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember this whole thing," which is
Yeah.
like very different than like say the other Nickelodeon movies we've done, like Hey Arnold or the Jimmy Neutron movie, both of which I
Sure.
know I saw, just couldn't remember a single thing about. You know?
Was this your first time rewatching this since we saw it in theaters?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I might have watched it like again, like when I was a kid, but not that I remember. But I think
Yeah.
it's the last time I saw it was in theaters. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the first time I've saw this in a very, very long time. Since the days of us sitting in the front row for SpongeBob SquarePants. That might be where my neck problems all started, was us sitting cardboard seat front row of
Yeah,
every movie for like 5 years.
when you're like 14, though, you bounce back from that stuff. That's no way. You're fine.
Yeah, you bounce back at 14, you pay for it at 37.
What you really got to do is start skateboarding.
Yeah, you're right. Really,
That'll
I'm gonna
loosen everything up, dude.
gonna get my SpongeBob SquarePants skateboard, hit the streets. It's gonna
Yeah.
be, man, bringing it back
You
like
know,
it's 2004.
you know, it's gonna help you forget about your neck pain. You gotta like break a wrist out there.
Yeah, some ankle pain. I twist an ankle, man. That's really gonna, oof, really take me back.
you're never going to think about your neck pain again. Your wrist is never going to be the same. Like, you got to get out there.
I got to do it. I got to do it. Arthritis in the hand? Nah, spraying it.
I mean, you're getting that from the mouse clicks anyway, dude. Like, just
True.
you may as well have some fun along the
You're
way.
right. You're right. Might as well ease into it. Have some good times. Some good times on a skateboard. I'm gonna do it. Convinced me. It's happening. But Jim, you mentioned it a little bit before, and I think we could queue up and really dive into it. I'm really interested to see if this first adventure down under the sea to Bikini Bottom, brought us some nice box office returns.
Numbers, dates, numbers, dates, array, dates, numbers. Show me the money.
All right. So as we mentioned, it's going to open the weekend of November 19th through the 21st. Finally, we've been freed from the shackles.
I feel like
November 12th through the 14th.
Feel like a new man. It's a wonder what a new weekend will do for you, for your self-esteem.
Yeah. I mean, we went through so many. We're finally here in this new weekend. I'm most interested for this box office run to see, like, we mentioned the other two Nickelodeon movies briefly, right? We've done Hey Arnold so far, Jimmy Neutron. I can't remember really if there's been a lot of other oh yeah, Rugrats we did. Yep. There was a couple of Rugrats movies. So far we've only done the first one. This feels like in 2026 though, the only one with any kind of like real cultural staying power. You know what I mean? Like nobody, like if you ask just a random kid about Hey Arnold, he'd probably be like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know what Hey Arnold is. Like, what is that? You say he's got a football for a head?
Any young kid though still today has some semblance of an idea of SpongeBob. They've at least either watched an episode or know who that person. I'm pretty sure it's still on the air to this day.
They just made a movie like this year.
Yeah,
like,
right. Yeah,
there was like a few weeks ago.
There was just a movie that came out over Christmas of another SpongeBob movie. So this is still a cultural zeitgeist property to this day.
It had a musical. Like,
it's true. Ariana Grande's
Broadway musical.
Yeah, Ariana Grande's boyfriend. Guy left his wife.
Yeah, sure. Did she date the guy from the SpongeBob musical? Is that
real? Yeah. The guy who played SpongeBob. He went on to be one of the weirdos in Wicked. They met on Wicked. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he left his wife for her.
Oh yeah, man. Coke is a hell of a drug.
Really is.
Drink. It's a hell of a drink. You got a couple of Cokes in you, God knows what you'll do.
Who knew playing SpongeBob would go right to his head?
I had a feeling. I saw those commercials and I remember thinking that guy's a little bit full of himself. I don't like
it. that guy's got burning a little bit too close to the sun.
Yeah, it feels like he's got so much energy. Okay, buddy. But yeah, so only one with any real like cultural staying power, compared to everything else we just talked about. So I'm just curious, like, does that reflect in the box office of the first ever SpongeBob movie? Because it's still a hit back then too. Like, this isn't like a new thing. It's been on the air for a while, like you said, by the time this movie comes out.
No, this property, I should say, is a huge entity around 2004. The show's still going strong. There's merchandise everywhere.
Yeah, he's the ice cream man's like slinging fucking SpongeBob pops with like gumballs for eyes,
But yeah, the SpongeBob pop. Yeah, dude, the ice cream man. He was packing.
The SpongeBob pop was a top seller. It was the top seller.
Yeah, aces. You think the ice cream man still has SpongeBob things?
I bet he does.
Summer's right around the block. Next time I hear the ice cream man, I'm gonna have to go out and
get an ice cream man? I don't get an ice cream man in my neighborhood.
But we still get an ice cream man.
Huh. Yeah, I used to in Utah. Yeah, Utah and ice cream man used to come all the time. So far, Virginia, a bunch of squares out here.
Yeah, the fuck are they doing it there? I got 2 ice cream mans. During the day, you get the ice cream man. At night, you get Mr. Softy. Like, they're capitalizing on all hours of the day, man.
I think we're too secluded here. I think that's the problem. Like, it's like a suburban kind of neighborhood. Yeah. But I don't know that any ice cream man schlepping out here to do our neighborhood. Yeah. Maybe this is an untapped market.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jim, I think you just found a side gig for yourself here.
All right. I'm going to go pitch this to my wife later.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You've already got.
See if she'll let me buy an ice cream truck.
You already got friends in the neighborhood.
Yeah. It's like, All right. I'll plan this out on my own time. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but
Yeah.
suffice to say, my wife is going to hear my pitch about why we're buying an ice cream
Honestly,
truck in
sounds
about an hour.
when you get that pitch down, you come back to me. I'm getting in on the ground floor on this. All right, there's money to be made here.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're still slinging SpongeBob ice cream pops. You know what I mean? Like he's showing up to like like roller skate birthday parties. You know what I'm saying? Like
Huge.
he's in the pantheon at this
Yeah.
point. Is my point. Like
Yeah.
anything kids care about, he's in. Like the only thing that's not happening is he's not like the Power Rangers used to be back in the day, like where they'd be outside the karate classes, like
yeah.
take karate. Like
And what an era that was. He'll get there.
yeah. One day. I mean, it feels like Sandy could do it. I don't know. But for now, let's see if the box office reflects the ice cream bar slanging, the roller skate party attending SpongeBob SquarePants. Let's see what happens here.
He can do it.
So it's going to open in second place. We kind of already talked about this. It is behind next week's movie, which, not gonna lie, feels like we're kind of in a holding pattern until we get to next week. I'm real excited about next week.
Very excited about next week.
It's behind National Treasure, like we've said, but it's in second place here. It's gonna pull in $32 million, which feels pretty good compared to a lot of the movies we've been doing. It's like it blows like most of last week out of the water.
For sure. I feel like pretty much every movie we did last week was really had nothing to sneeze at total wise besides maybe Polar Express. Do we have a budget on this thing?
Oh, that's right. The budget. Let's see what's listed here. So $30 million budget.
Yeah. 32 million opening. Yeah. We got,
Aces.
yeah.
Aces.
We got it. There we go.
Not to kick the Polar Express while it's maybe a little down after we talked about it last week. But like, I'm just saying, when you're making a kids movie, you're probably better off spending $30 million on something they know about than spending $165 million on like adapting a 30-page children's book. Just throwing it out there.
And a 30-page children's book that came out like decades before most of the kids that would go see it were born.
Right. I didn't know that was a book when it came out.
I had no idea. I knew his other book,
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Sure have heard of SpongeBob before when the SpongeBob movie came out.
Kidding me? I still remember coming back from the beach and getting all set up at night to watch the debut episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah, I'm ready. It's a classic. It's a television classic.
And what a night it was. I still remember that first episode. He's going to get the job at the Krusty Krab and all those goddamn anchovies are
right. Yeah. And he's walking around being like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Classic. Absolutely.
So yeah, $30 million budget feels like a much safer bet, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
also,
and you're like the Polar Express.
And this movie's about to go into a holiday weekend and playing over Christmas. Like that's great start.
Yeah. So yeah, good start going in the weekend too.
Wait, hold on. One. If I could skip in for 1 second, we did not do 32 opening weekend. Good enough for the 46th spot on our list here. Behind American Weddings 34, but ahead of Elf's 31.3.
What a terrible movie American Wedding was.
All right, easy sailor. It can't hurt you anymore. We're years past it.
Yes, it can. We can never falter here. We cannot ease up. It's like a never forget moment, dude. The second you forget, the second it can hurt you again.
So it shows back up, rears its ugly head.
Yeah. Okay, so going into weekend 2 then, it's going to drop all the way down to 5th place. And for all the hemming and hawing we just did, 4th week of Polar Express actually beats it on this Thanksgiving Day weekend.
Ooh, interesting. Oh boy, I guess Polar Express has the last laugh there.
I mean, we'll see.
When all said and done, we'll see. But I mean, I get it. I think Polar Express is a movie that plays better with families over Thanksgiving weekend than a movie like SpongeBob does.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I'm not trying to beat up on it. Like I get that what they're doing is a very different thing, and it's like a very like probably arguably a more artistic thing, let's say, I'm just talking strictly box office business. It does not feel like great business to spend that much money when you have them spending like peanuts in comparison to make the SpongeBob movie, which, I'm just saying in the long run, I think will probably do better. Right. So, but for now, it's only a couple of $1 million behind the Polar Express here in 5th place. 44.3% drop down to 17.8 million. So, I mean, pretty substantial as drops go, especially going into a holiday.
You really want to see like a much more minimal drop than that, or a bump up. Bump up would have been tough, but for that one, you were probably looking for a minimal drop. I would say sub 40% is what you were hoping for.
I mean, it's different, obviously, right? Because Polar Express is coming from a lower spot, but like in the weekend before, but it goes up 23.8%. Like, yeah, I don't know. It feels like it definitely eats into a lot of SpongeBob's business,
Yeah.
at least in this weekend.
Oh, for sure it does.
Uh, Going into weekend three, it's gonna drop another 57.1% down to 7.7 million. Still distantly behind the Polar Express, by the way, which is up in third.
Louise. Well, I mean, this, and again, well, something like this only goes to prove our point why a $30 million budget is key here, because you
Yep.
made your budget back opening weekend, even though you're having these like higher drops than you were hoping for, you're making your budget back at this point. So
Yeah.
all this is pretty much icing on the cake. It softens the
And
blow from these like subtly higher drop, like not terrible, but definitely higher than you want drops going off of holiday weekend into like Christmas.
Yeah. It's still not doing as good as you want it to do, right? Like in a perfect
Yeah.
world, it would be doing the Polar Express numbers in all of these weeks. Like it would still be making money, like similar to what Polar Express is doing, and then you would really clean up with that budget. But just to put it in perspective, right? So going into weekend four, SpongeBob's going to go down to seventh place with 4.4 million, still really behind the Polar Express, which is holding fourth, right? This is like, it's really doing well through the holidays, Polar Express. But let's look at their totals through this week. So through 6 weeks, the Polar Express is at, let's just call it 110 million, right? And SpongeBob through 4 weeks is at 73 and a half, sure, whatever, right? So in 4 weeks, SpongeBob has already doubled its budget and then some domestically. And in 6 weeks, Polar Express is still not looking at a profit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the budget is making a huge difference for these.
Yeah, huge difference. This is why we don't spend $150 million on a kids movie.
Right. Unless it's like now you can, because if you
Yeah.
can make like the ultimate slop kids movie and just put Mario in it, and like you're guaranteed to make $1 billion. You know what I
True.
mean? Like
Any one of those fucking Despicable Me or Minions movies, you just slap that name
right.
on it.
Like the hardest part about making that movie is figuring out what the release date is.
Yeah.
And then like everything else just falls into place from there. You're like, what day do we want this $1 billion
Yeah.
to go onto our books? That's all we got to figure out.
This billion would look really good around quarter 2.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then going into weekend five, SpongeBob is going to drop down to all the way down to like $2 million in 11th place.
Oh, just outside. All right, so it's going to spend 4 weeks in the top 10. Definitely not the ideal company that I thought it would be hanging around in. Joins other Nickelodeon movie, Jimmy Neutron here. But there's some other like still pretty good heavy hitter movies that are well liked that still only made it 4 weeks, which not so bad. You get The Terminal in here, Anchorman, Day After Tomorrow, The Rundown. So still not the worst company to be kept. The Jimmy Neutron hurts to be in that company, but some of the other ones aren't so bad.
Yeah. I mean, it makes the Jimmy Neutron one feels kind of right, honestly. Like, it definitely is a lot of the same audience, you know? Obviously, SpongeBob has some broader appeal, but.
And I wonder if maybe, just maybe, might this have been too soon to do a movie?
I don't think so.
Like,
I
did
don't
it
think
not
so,
did it
no.
not quite hit its cultural zenith yet, or really capitalize on putting butts in the seats?
Nah, I think they did it fine. I mean, when are they supposed to make the SpongeBob movie exactly?
I don't have an answer. I'm just posing the question. Because it was what? South Park did theirs after what, 3 seasons, I think? Simpsons
Yeah,
waited like 12, 13 years to do theirs. So I guess it really, I don't know. I don't know if there ever is really a good time to figure out when like the perfect time is to make your TV show into its movie that's going to capitalize exactly how you want it to.
I think it kind of did it perfectly because like you want to do it while it's still popular. Kids are fickle, dude. You don't know how long it's going to be popular for. Like
Very true.
you don't know that you're going to make it to like 15 seasons to make the Simpsons movie. You know what I'm saying? Like just
Very true.
so like I think it's the perfect time because enough people know what it is and enough kids are gonna go see it just like if you put enough commercials for it on Nickelodeon, like
Yep.
which is the channel you own, by the way. Like as far as advertising goes, that's a pretty nice deal, right?
Pretty nifty deal they
Um
got going on there.
like there's enough that no matter what happens, you'll make money off of a $30 million budget, right? Like there's no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, so I agree. I concur.
And so we'll go over some totals.
All right,
It's going
let's
to
hear it.
finish domestically with 85.4 million.
Okay.
International pulls in another 54.9, let's say,
Okay.
for a worldwide total of 140.3 million dollars.
140.3. All
Yeah.
right. See,
Which puts it way behind the Polar Express, just to put a cap on this, which finished with 286 million worldwide.
yeah. Well, they also got like a big boost from their international market. And I will say their domestic, even though it's, not good comparative to the budget, it still did almost like $160 million.
Yeah, it does just about double what SpongeBob did. And again, though, I will hammer this home. The budget, it cost 1/5 of the money to make SpongeBob. So it's still a pretty good deal for them in the end, you know?
Like they ain't hurting on this win right here. They're taking that.
Yeah.
They're like, that's it.
And
That's going to the bank, baby.
I'm just curious, how does it compare to other Nickelodeon movies we've done? Because it's got to be like far ahead of those,
Yeah, no, I
right?
think it is far ahead and away. Well, the 140 is going to put it in the number 67 spot behind Shallow Hal's 141 and actually ahead of the Rugrats movies 140.9.
Wow. So just like,
It's like right on the money with the Rugrats movie.
okay. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
not way ahead of the other
Yeah.
ones.
Which seems like
It
I guess
definitely beat Jimmy Neutron and Hey Arnold,
yeah.
though, right?
Jimmy Neutron only does 103 worldwide. I have to fucking
Still
cruise.
crazy,
I have to
man.
cruise super far down to even find Hey Arnold. Yeah, Hey Arnold finishes with 15.2 million. So huge miss
Right. So this
on
is like
that
a
one.
big swing and a hit for the Nickelodeon movie, like
Yeah.
Nickelodeon Studios.
Yeah, they needed this. This is why we still see SpongeBob to this day. They're like, this is our golden goose now.
Yeah. Strangely enough, though, we don't see another SpongeBob movie for like 10 years. Like the next
Yeah.
one doesn't come out, I don't think, until 2015.
Yeah, I think it's a good while until they do the second one, which I believe is what Sponge Out of Water, I think is the second
Yeah,
one.
is what the
Yeah.
second one's called.
Yeah.
Then they made one in
Then
2020,
Sponge on the
Sponge on the
Run.
Run.
Yep. And
And
then
they
the
made
search for this
Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie.
that wasn't in theaters though. I think they just did that on streaming.
Oh, it's just a streaming one? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this was maybe the same then, 2025 Plankton the movie.
Yeah, that was also on streaming.
And then
I
this
think
one came out, The Search for the Squarepants. That was
yeah,
in
that one
theaters,
came out in
right?
theaters, The Search for the Squarepants.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
gotcha.
Man, what a franchise.
What a franchise, seriously.
Yeah. What a franchise. Incredible times. Uh and reception, pretty solid on this, Jim. 68% from the critics, 79% from the audience, 7.2 from IMDb, but the B plus cinema score just misses out on the A minus with a good old B plus.
And Polar Express got what? It was an A plus.
Yeah, Polar Express got the fabled A plus,
That might be the difference here.
which which I guess is definitely the difference maker there.
How many SpongeBob movies would we have seen if the Polar Express didn't come out till like the next year? Like,
Ooh,
oh
yeah,
no.
yeah. If
What
SpongeBob had
a
its
wild alternate history that would be.
yeah, if SpongeBob had its runway clear here and Polar Express wasn't eaten into its receipts over Thanksgiving weekend, what might this world have looked like? Peace in the Middle East? Who knows? Tim, I got some reviews for you.
Can't wait.
I know. I know you're very excited. We got a couple of heavy hitters here in our Warners. We'll kick it off with this first person who writes, I can't believe people actually watch this garbage. Half of America must be on drugs to even understand what this stupid character is going on about. The show isn't educational, it's embarrassing. Kids' movies must be in short supply, seeing that they chose something like this to come to theaters. I'm embarrassed to even live in this era, knowing the little kids around me are acting just like that stoned sponge. Is the only humor people use nowadays cheap bathroom humor? I can't believe adults watch this show. Well, actually, I don't, since half of America is filled with retards.
Oh boy.
Can't people come up with a better kids movie? And I thought the Spellbound movie was bad. I sure hope there isn't a sequel, or else Hollywood would finally be showing their true colors. No taste and no sense. Well, I got bad news, buddy.
Yeah, we just listed off 5 other titles that come out in the next 20 years.
Don't be in the theater in June 2015.
Wait, since when are cartoons about being educational and about anything more than bathroom humor? Since when, dude? Like,
Especially since like most of 90s Nickelodeon shows are all bathroom and like sexual innuendo. Like every
right.
single one of them.
They're all stupid. None of them are like, I mean, I guess like the really little kid stuff is educational where they're like, point to the tree, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then like some little kid's supposed to be freaking out in his living room, like it's right there. Like, but like
Blue,
once
it's right
you hit,
behind
like
you.
8, like that stuff is lame. Now you're just
Yeah.
looking for dumb cartoons,
Yeah.
right?
Looking for
Like,
dumb cartoon humor. I'm looking for Rocco working at a sex clinic.
right. And just what did this guy expect going to see the SpongeBob SquarePants movie? Like what was his hopes?
I don't know. Definitely not to watch around all this stoner humor.
Yeah, right. It's not even stoner humor. It's so silly.
I know. Like this is like the furthest thing from like stoner humor.
You want some stoner humor? Go check out Chowder. Now that's a stoner cartoon.
Yeah, right. Most of the cartoons from like Cartoon Network and like the 2000s and 2010s, like there's your stoner humor.
Yeah, Chowder and the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Yeah.
Those, those
Then,
cartoons are like wild.
then come back and talk to us, buddy. I got another one here
If
for
he
you, Jim.
hated SpongeBob, man, would he hate the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack?
We got to like a Clockwork Orange him and just sit him down and like just rip his like force his eyes to watch it.
That show, it's literally like a urchin kid who lives on the docks hanging out with like a scumbag pirate captain.
We used to make cartoons, man.
Yeah.
What happened to us? Another one here for you, Jim. One of the worst animated films I've seen since The Hunchback was released 10 years ago. You take
Oh,
that.
why is the Hunchback
Yeah,
gotta be catching strays?
It's catching strays. You take that back, sir. What a waste of my money. My 6-year-old son loves the cartoon, but the minute the movie was over, he looked at me and asked if I didn't like it either. Doubt. My daughter wouldn't go.
That definitely did
Yeah,
not.
I was like, I'll take things that
There's
never
no
happened
way.
for 200, Alex.
This guy's gonna wake up from a coma and find out that he never had any kids. Like,
My daughter wouldn't go since all of her friends told her how bad it was before we went. No one in the audience laughed, and the movie did not hold people's attention. The man in front of me was sleeping, and the other 10 people in the theater were whispering. What a disappointment when you compare this to the Incredibles movie. It's a huge gap. One is great, and the other as well. This. I want a refund. So
yeah.
I'll I'll take another thing that didn't happen for 200, Alex. 10 people in the theater whispering.
I mean, I could see those. Those are more reasonable. Like when he says a guy fell asleep, I'm just picturing a dude who's got like 4 kids. And he's just so tired, you know what I mean? And he goes to the SpongeBob movie and he's like, dude, this is gonna be the best 90-minute nap ever. Like, I'm just gonna like zone out for a little bit. they'll be fine. They're sitting right here with me. It'll be great. Like it's like his only time, man. Why you gotta begrudge him that? You gotta make it sound like it's a bad movie.
There's a dude who comes to my theater who drives like a truck around Long Island, like back and forth from like all the way out east to like into the boroughs and stuff for like deliveries. And he said like sometimes if he's in the neighborhood and he has to wait for like a delivery to pick up for like a while, he goes, I just come in. He's like, I see a movie. He's like, he has like the A list, so you could just see like whatever movies like each week. He's like, I'll come in, I'll go in and see my movie, and I'll just take a nap in the back of the theater while I'm waiting for my next delivery.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm like, yeah, dude, have at it, bro. I don't give a fuck what you're doing there. Like,
Yeah, you don't know the guy's life who's taking a nap, reviewer. Why don't you not make this about SpongeBob?
I'm like, bro, as long as you ain't snoring and bothering other people, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah. That is such a fake story about his kids though. Like I can't stand that. Where like even my son who loves the show turned to me and said, "Did you not like that either?" It's like, "Yeah, I bet he did." Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, totally, buddy.
I'm
Projecting
sure he
much?
did. And that kid went on to star in the SpongeBob SquarePants musical. Like,
That kid would go on to leave his wife. Man,
yeah.
great parenting, buddy.
He went to get together with super hot international superstar Ariana Grande.
Oh my God, ridiculous. And then I got a couple tenors here for you, Jim.
Hmm.
And this first person writes, both my friends agree. This is like the animated version of Rat Race. If you saw it, think back, and it all comes together. But I have to agree that this movie pushes the limit. The vulgar humor in this is very inappropriate for young viewers, plus some language. The only ones laughing at all times was us 2 high schoolers and 3 middle school friends. There were tons of little kids in there. I bet now those parents will never take their kid to see SpongeBob again. As I said, this is not a little kid type movie. PG ring a bell? As I said about the animated Rat Race, so true. I don't recommend this to adults to take their kids. Drop them off. Adults may not enjoy this movie as much as the school age. Overall, I give it an 8 out of 10 on comedy. I believe this movie will be funnier than any movie ever. I think
only got an 8. Like,
only gave it an 8, but funnier than any
it
movie
sounds
ever.
like your scale is only out of 8 then. Why out of 10? I don't get it.
I think it's so much funnier than Shrek, which was nominated for #1 comedy. What?
Okay. So I have a sneaking suspicion that I might have written this review. Like there's a couple of real context clues here. Number 1, he doesn't like Shrek. Number 2, he gave it an 8 out of 10, which is about the highest score he would give it. You know,
Funnier than any movie ever made. 8 out of 10.
yeah. Which that sounds like something I would have said back then. Also, the biggest context clue: he starts it off by saying, "Both of my friends agree." Like,
True, you had two friends back
that he
then.
only has 2 friends, right? Like,
It's true. You only had me and Ryan.
right.
Wow.
Both of his friends agree. I mean, like, I had more friends than that. Let's be real. I had more than 2.
You did,
But like,
but
it just
it was really just the 3 of us all together, though. At
It
all
also-
hours of the day.
I'm not gonna lie. He keeps comparing it to Rat Race, which, as an adult, I do not understand at all. It is nothing like the movie
Yeah,
Rat Race.
Don't,
if it's the
don't
movie
get
I'm
that
thinking
whatsoever.
of. The one with like Mr. Bean and like Seth
Yeah.
Green and like
Yep. It's
Yeah.
an ace.
right. It's not like that movie whatsoever. Like not
I
even
think because
remotely like that.
I think because
movie.
there's cars in each movie.
Yeah, they they like drive to a place.
You know, it's a road movie. So yeah, okay,
It's-
buddy.
It's closer to Mad Max Fury Road than it is to Rat Race. And it's not particularly close to Mad Max either.
Oh man. Well, Jim, I'm glad we were able to find one of your reviews hidden in
Yeah.
this IMDb treasure
I
trove.
think the whole time I just kept thinking, like, all right, which one of us is this? Like,
I got one last tenor here for you, Jim. Warning to parents out there. I'm one too, by the way. This movie is not appropriate if you know what the whole world is about. If you know what's best for your kid,
is that what I need to know? If it's appropriate or not? I see.
if you need to bestow your ancient crumbling values upon the tiny human being in your house, if you need to mold your child to your own projection, do not watch this movie. But if you believe in broadening yours and your kid's mind, if you truly believe in freedom, this movie has everything you wanted and a little more. Self-righteousness is only an opportunity for your intellect to take a break. Don't rest on it all your life. If you do not like SpongeBob, there is a 99% chance you're taking yourself way too seriously and will breed some sort of psychopath in your household if you insist on clinging to your stupid values.
I am not so sure that this guy isn't the psychopath. I'm not willing to make that judgment.
I don't think he mentioned, did he, outside of one singular sentence, I don't think he mentions the movie at all.
Well, no, he does because he says that, you'll like it if you believe in freedom.
As we all know, freedom costs $1.05.
Yeah. If you knew what it was all about, you'd know how he was talking about the movie, dude. You just don't. It's a sad state of affairs that you don't.
If you were in the know, man, you would know what we were all about,
What
you dig?
What religion would you say that guy's parents are? If you had to just take a stab in the dark,
take a wild guess, man. Let me see what that guy's.
A lot of daddy issues going on in that thing,
Yeah.
right?
A lot of tough stuff going on in there. Wouldn't want to be in that household on a Sunday night.
There was like a grown man with kids, like watching the SpongeBob movie, being like, "That's right, Dad. This is what it's all about."
Oh, just you don't get it, old man.
Yeah.
The future is Sponge.
Yeah. I guess you just don't believe in freedom if you don't like the SpongeBob movie. Actually, I know you don't believe in freedom because I was there, Dad.
Got me living in a prison of my own mind.
Yeah. Just like really intense. Like, and he's the one telling other people they take themselves too seriously. It's like, I think you might be taking this too seriously, but I don't know that freedom really came up during the thing.
If you really need to be worrying about the rights and liberties of our free will while watching the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Yeah, like plenty of kids are watching SpongeBob. We won, I guess.
Yeah, we got it. Like, that's a win for America, baby.
I'm not sure what battle you're trying to fight here, but I think the war is over. Like
this millennials really took the fight back.
Yeah.
With our $5 tickets to the SpongeBob movie.
But this guy's not a millennial. He's like, he has kids when he's writing that. Or at least he's saying he does. Maybe he's just a kid right now.
Imagine.
Just the kid pretending he has kids, hoping his dad will read the review and be like, you know what?
Understand.
That other dad's right.
Like,
I do believe in freedom.
He's like, I can't keep sneaking out of my house to watch these kids' movies anymore, Dad. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Jim, how did you enjoy this return to the SpongeBob SquarePants movie after all these years?
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Oh no, he's got theories.
First, I've learned my lesson from last week, and like I've come to the conclusion upon further review that I enjoy just like talking about every single one of these way more than other people might. So instead of reading you like 25 and being disappointed when I can only do that many, I'm gonna just stick to one here today.
All right, he's got one. All right, let's hear it.
Is it that
it takes place in Bikini Atoll?
No.
Oh, it's not that fan theory?
No. This is specifically for this movie. I know there's a lot of like more broad like SpongeBob theories just about the show in general.
Okay, so this one's just for strictly this movie. All right.
Strictly for this movie.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, as always, we'll start with the headline.
Ready.
Neptune devised the entire plot of the movie.
Well,
so King Neptune planned to have his crown stolen. The end result is Plankton being punished for his misdeeds. Krab's eyes are opened about what a great employee SpongeBob is. And SpongeBob finally gets the recognitions he's earned working at the Krusty Krab. Also, the movie is told from King Neptune's point of view. So let's go through the evidence. We've got 5 points here. Point 1, Neptune is literally a god, as we saw in at least one prior episode, in which he battled SpongeBob to determine who the greatest fry cook was. It is by no means a stretch to think he could will something like this situation in the movie to happen. Okay, I don't know that that's evidence as much as you like. It's like, okay, you're right. I didn't disprove that it's
Okay.
him so far.
Yeah.
Like,
This is hitting all the hallmarks. I love it. I love it so
right,
far.
right. Uh,
I just also love
number
that he's like, I'm gonna create this fan theory that's totally right in my head, and it completely undermines like the lesson SpongeBob learns because it just takes away all agency from him.
Yeah, correct. Right, exactly. Again, once again, it's just somebody who had a thought, and instead of just being like, "Nah, that doesn't make any sense," they were like, "Let's see how we can prove it," you know, and like, let's not be too stern about what we mean by prove. Like, we're
Just
trying to
gonna
have a little fun at least, right?
just gonna posit a bunch of theories here that I 100% believe in.
Yeah. Number two, Patrick and SpongeBob make their way to Shell City and back alive through a series of blunders and accidents, and
Go
also
figure.
some mermaid magic. Like, okay, so yeah, that happened in the
Like,
movie.
yeah, okay, all right. So the plot happened. So of course it had to be Neptune.
They should not have made the trip by any means except through divine intervention.
Oh my god.
Like,
He was like, it
which,
was the Deus Ex Machina.
right, right. Which, okay, Hasselhoff, sure, does feel like it kind of comes out of left field. Feels like it's a lot more about just it being silly to put Hasselhoff in this movie than anything else. But what do I know, you know?
All right, number 3.
Number three, Plankton didn't know the letter Z. His greatest plan yet, Plan Z, somehow the only one that's worked for him to date, didn't exist for all he knew. I postulate that it did not exist, but that Neptune created the plan and gave it to Plankton.
Oh, I don't believe that dude knows what postulate means.
Just like his computer does all the plans, he's just an
Yeah,
idiot and doesn't know the letters of the alphabet. I mean, like, come on, this is easy stuff,
it's easy stuff. His computer's like a supercomputer too. Like what are we doing here?
right?
All
At
right.
the end, Neptune emphasizes to Krabs what a brave, loyal employee SpongeBob is, thus achieving his goal of making Krabs value SpongeBob, giving SpongeBob the respect he deserves. Plankton is trodden over and crushed and taken away to prison for his atrocities.
Like
Neptune has his crown back, a little too perfect. That's because Neptune planned it all from the
hate it.
start.
I hate it so much. Like right, it's just so much media illiteracy. Like you literally just put like SpongeBob earned that respect. What you're saying is that it was just orchestrated for him and forced upon him. Like
I
fuck.
love it because like it has all, like you said, all the hallmarks of a fan theory, which is like you say a bunch of things that are real and then you add something on at the end that's you just like wildly speculating that has very little to do with like the stuff before that. So it's like, okay, yes, Neptune does say what a loyal employee SpongeBob is. Krabs does value him more as of an employee and does promote him to manager. Plankton does get crushed and taken away to prison. Where does the Neptune planned it all from the start come in? You can't just be like a little too perfect. That's because it was Neptune the whole time.
So it all ends up a little too neatly for my taste.
Right. It's like, and you know what? After watching some heist movies, I really feel like this is part of the problem. I think that people really want to like heist movie every movie.
Everything. Yeah.
Where it's like, oh yeah, it couldn't have just been what I watched. There has to be some kind of misdirect happening here that nobody's ever going to mention for the next 25 years except me. Like,
Also, like you get people like this that they want to seem like they know something that you don't, and they're sharing it with you. That it was like, no, look at how like smarter I am in this. Like I picked up on this whole subtext that's going on that you guys are just completely missing, man.
yeah, see, I don't know that there's that energy to it because like the vibe that I get in the places that I read these where like people can actually comment on them is that like nobody's taking it that seriously. You know what I mean? I think for the most part it's just a
Hope
bunch
not.
of people goofing around and like at some point maybe this becomes like kind of a parody of itself. But I do think that there's like people who I think it's very lame to enjoy coming up with theories like this. Like the people, like I do think there's a sense of like patting yourself on the back for how clever it is, even if you know it's not real. You know what I mean? Like, which I don't enjoy.
It's I hate it. I hate it every time. Every time they make me so mad.
I
These
hate
people.
it too. I hate it so much. And it's also like the funniest part about these is that like every time there's multiple points, like by the time you get to the end of the list, everything is so paper thin.
Everything
Like
is. It's so much
number
conjecture.
5, perfect example. Right, but like it's not even conjecture at a certain point. Like the early ones are like, okay, sure, you're saying something and you could, I guess, come to the conclusion that you have at the end of it. Got it. But like there's a lot of like, well, I need at least 5, right? Like I can't only have like 3 things that say why I think this. So number 5 is I had to set it to real boy ending in quotes. Neptune literally had a switch for the ending of the story on his trident. Need I say more? Like, SpongeBob
Yes.
does not become a real boy at the end of this movie. That's not the point of the movie at all. Like that has nothing to do with SpongeBob. The fact that that setting is on there, it's just a dumb joke.
Like, yes, sir. You do need to say more. You absolutely need to say more.
And then the last little nugget here of this fan theory, just to get back to the fact that it's like from King Neptune's point of view.
Can't wait.
Basically, the gist is that like everybody is way more ramped up like caricatures in the movie than they are in the show. So like their point is that like this isn't how they actually act when we see them episode to episode in the show. This is just like how King Neptune perceives them as like stupid, foolish mortals, like bumbling around, you know? Which first of all, it is how they act in the show. Like I don't know, like I've
what?
seen in the show, they are super stupid in the show. That's like the
Yeah.
whole point is that him and Patrick are like bumbling idiots, you know? And not only that, but like it's a movie. That's what they do in movies for shows like this is they make everything like ramped up, you know? Like
You dial it up to 10.
right, it needs to be as kooky as ever, you know, like as wacky as ever.
And also it's got to be like way higher of a zaniness to even warrant doing a movie in the first place. Otherwise, if you're not, then you're just watching an elongated episode of the TV show, Mandalorian and Grogu. Oh, sorry.
I mean, you
cough
still kind of are watching a longer
off
episode
of
of
my
the
throat.
TV show.
Yeah,
It's
but it
just
like
like in the movie, you know, Plankton has to do Plan Z and he has to get closer to succeeding than he ever has before. You know what I mean? Like it's like things like that need to happen in the movie that can't really happen in the show.
escalation of events.
Right. It needs to be like an actual like really important turning point for everything, you know?
Wow. And here I was thinking that this was called the SpongeBob Squarepants movie. I can't believe it was actually the King Neptune movie.
Yeah, it was the
Who
King
knew?
Neptune movie.
What a
Who I
backdoor
guess
pilot.
I guess that what's underpinning this whole thing is that like he just has so much respect for SpongeBob as a fry cook, so he needed to come up with this elaborate plan for him to be named manager. It feels like he could have just been like, "Hey, Krabs, make that guy manager. He's
Yeah,
great."
right?
You know, like
Like Krabs, I'm a god. Make the dude a manager.
yeah. I mean, yes, exactly. He wouldn't even need to say the part that he's a god though. People just seem to defer to King Neptune. You know, he's like all powerful.
Yeah. Oh God, what a he
Yeah.
lost to him in a fucking fry cook event, and he was like, "This man demands respect. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they need to
orchestrate.
make SpongeBob the manager.
I'm
Like,
gonna orchestrate this insane heist so that SpongeBob gets the respect he deserves." And it's promoted to manager post haste. God, I hate it so much. It's so
yeah,
stupid.
you know, it's okay that we like Plankton like brainwashes hundreds of people for an indeterminate amount of time. I guess 6 days actually, but
Yeah. But like, come on, like who hasn't been brainwashed every now and again? Anytime someone turns on Fox News, they are. Ha!
hey, all right, you
Yo,
said it,
but
not
bump,
me.
bump. All
Yo,
right.
speaking of that, did you see that picture that they tweeted out with like that
Oh,
alien?
Trump, yeah, Trump with the alien, bro.
What the hell was
Dude,
that?
why is that alien ripped, bro? He's
He's so
yoked.
ripped.
An alien's
So
fucking
ripped.
yoked.
And he was like 7 feet tall. Like
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's just
Like definitely AI, right? Which brings me to my next question. Who put into the AI prompt that the alien needed to be ripped? Was that Trump?
Trump, dude. Dude, Trump Trump is as gay as the sun is long, bro.
Right.
Like he definitely
That's
wants
what
to
I'm
talk.
saying.
Yeah.
Like either that was like explicit or the AI picked up on the vibes they were going for and was like, I know what you want.
He typed
You
in,
know, like,
he was like, give me an alien that I'd want to fuck the shit out of. And they were like, I
but
got you,
like
bro.
no clothes. We'll give him some chains and just like a
Yeah.
12 pack.
Yeah.
Just like
I can't wait for Chris Evans to play that alien in the movie.
yeah. It just what a wild time we live in, man.
Yeah, yeah, we are
What
we
a
are
wild time.
an unserious nation.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Like the president tweeting out that picture is like something that we should all laugh about on Saturday Night Live or like something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's a joke, right? Like it's a joke that people would make. It's not a real thing the president would do, right? Like
Insane. This is why I sit over here with my 4K steelbook of SpongeBob movie, Jim, because
yeah.
I can't with real life anymore. It's
Right.
too much.
Yeah. So wild, dude.
Insane. But all right, Jim, we've had our fan theories. We've done our box office. I'm ready to hear it. How was it returning to the SpongeBob movie?
I mean, it's okay. It was better than the other Nickelodeon movies. I would say, I see. Like this is an interesting one because we talk about this a lot. Like where we're kind of more story centric when we like rate these things, and like to us, that's like if you don't have a story we like, I hate your movie, right? Like it has a better story than Polar Express, right? I still would say probably Polar Express is better just because like visually, right? But it's not bad for a Nickelodeon movie. It's got like some juice behind it. It's got some flow and like I think the part that I liked about it the most compared to most of the other animated movies we've done is it really is a cartoon. You know what I mean? Like it's silly. It's like zany. It's not like something about Hey Arnold is too rooted in reality. You know what I mean? Like for it to be as funny as the SpongeBob movie is to me.
No, absolutely. And I think, and a lot of this is probably also nostalgia talking, but like I had a lot of fun with this movie. And again, it's probably because, raised so much on SpongeBob, but just the absolute absurdist humor that shows up sprinkled throughout this entire movie just like always has me chuckling. And it flies by. Like, which is exactly what you want, like a 90-minute cartoon that's
Right.
supposed to keep like kids entertained, adults entertained as well for the most part. It
Right.
flies by. It doesn't bother on any one thing for too long. Scenes really don't breathe. And like the amount of times we cut back between Plankton to SpongeBob to Neptune to SpongeBob to Plankton, like there's moments where we'll cut to Plankton for like legit like 17 seconds and then cut back. And I'm like, dude, this movie is flying.
Yeah. Well, like again, it gets the point, which is that none of this needs to be that deep. Like, you know, SpongeBob's on his little journey, whatever. Like, but like again, it just keeps the cartoon soul of it. Just it's like Bugs Bunny. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yes.
goofy and stupid, and it's not supposed to make sense. You know what I mean? Like the more absurd it is, the better. Like when you're watching this, because that's the whole point. You know?
No, you want this to be as absurd as possible. And I love that it still manages to hit all the beats of like that you would see on a road trip movie, but like dialed it up to be as stupid as possible. Like I love the idea in this that SpongeBob and Patrick are just too silly for like the world at large, like
Right.
their
They're
universe.
too silly for anybody to take them seriously, is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like anywhere they show up is just the most like I think one of the standout probably scene for me of this whole movie is when they go to what is like essentially like the Roadhouse type bar. And to them, like we have to come up with this whole scheme to try and get our spatula key back. But when they get into the bathroom, they're just immediately taken by the bubbles and just
Right.
completely
Right.
lost in like their own childish, warped sensibility that they're
Yeah.
just it's so absurd and silly and funny. Like I also really like the way they draw the animation for certain scenes like that. Like there's one shot that shows them like looking in through the window into the bar and they're drawn completely different from how they normally look and just the way they have like their eyes peer over the port glass to look in like just cracks me up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's cartoon stuff. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
it's like, hey Arnold, you don't ever see anybody's eyes like make like weird, unnatural moves like that. Like where all of a sudden they're like bulging out of people's heads and like going over the, like it's stuff that like really matters for this kind of movie to me anyway. And yeah, I overall like it. Like it goes down a lot easier than most of these. I just still don't think it's like a spectacular movie, you know what I mean? I don't think it's the funniest movie ever made anymore, you know?
No, no, definitely
But
not. But I think this movie is a lot of fun and breezes by and has enough clever and stupid humor to keep me invested throughout its like 87-minute runtime.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it also helps that like SpongeBob probably is way funnier than all the other animated movies we watched too, because of all the same reasons we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like you can do a bunch of gags with Plankton throughout the movie and it's just like it's kooky, you know? Like it's funny because it's like, ah yeah, that Plankton, he's up to it again, you know? Like I don't know. I think it's like exactly what it needs to be. You know, it's like it's very well executed.
Yeah, and it has a lot of really funny lines in it too. Like, I mean, I we quoted for how long after this that whole fucking bald thing that set off a whole like legion of memes to this day is the bald, or the guy in the background after that just going my eyes, my eyes.
Yeah, like the bald guy, yeah. He's like blinded by it. Um, yeah, like so yeah, there's and like again, like I was saying earlier, like as soon as I got into the movie, it was like, oh yeah, I remember all these bits. I remember when they go to the ice cream place and get drunk. I remember when they go to the like the tough bar that's like gonna beat them up because they're like weenies, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I remember the guy like chasing after him on the bike. I remember the guys at the gas station. Like there is so many classic bits in it too that like somehow hold up way better than all those other ones. And like I don't know, I just keep coming back to the Bugs Bunny factor, man. It's gotta be that if
it's
it's gonna
it's
be a
very
cartoon
it's
movie.
very Looney Tune-esque in that it is going to be as zany as possible, and just in the way that they contort the animation, it cracks me up when like not only that they like we're like all right, we're gonna have them eat a bunch of ice cream and it'll be like they're hammered, but then when you see SpongeBob like the next morning and he's got the like violent like 5 o'clock shadow from drinking all night.
Right, right. And he goes and he like drunkenly like berates his boss. Like, it just it doesn't feel like a cartoon movie, but like it's also like that's the kind of stuff cartoons can do the best. You know what I mean? Like again, talk about zany. Like all kinds of old cartoons did stuff like that. You know, like and it's like it works. Like it's funny. You know.
Yeah, no, it's very funny. And I like that this movie also, what a swing on their part to just spend this money to be like, you know how we're gonna start the movie? I want us to get a pirate ship out on the actual on like the open ocean, and we're just gonna film like a quick musical like opening number with these pirates that are going to see the SpongeBob movie. Like it's very funnily meta in that sense. But also like watching that in the beginning, I'm like, man, I can't believe that they were like, yeah, we're gonna spend the money to do this.
Yeah, I mean, look, they still had a decent budget, and like that's the kind of stuff you do in the SpongeBob movie. It's like we can't just do the same theme song we always do. We got to go bigger. You know what I mean? Like
Uh,
it's got to be like something like off the wall.
do you notice the girl next door in Spider-Man 2 that brings Peter Parker like the milk and cookies was the ticket taker?
Oh, was she?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
I was like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, that's so funny.
Yeah. Wow, I haven't thought about that in a while.
Yeah.
She gives him like the piece of cake, right? Like, isn't that what it is?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, the piece of cake with the milk and a glass of milk. Yeah, very funny. Tender at times, this movie. The like it's funny too, like that they find the bits of humor in like even the moments where it's supposed to be like very heart-wrenching. Like just the idea that is like they get put on the slab and when the heat lamp turned up, they turn into an actual sponge and starfish, and it's supposed to be
Yeah.
like it's like gut-wrenchingly that they're like dying, and it's like it's just so absurdly zany.
Yeah.
And I really got a kick out of that, like
Well,
watching this.
right, and that also then sets the stage for them to like set the sprinklers off and turn everything else that you were just looking at as like knickknacks into animated like
Into
animals, you
animation.
know, like sea
Yeah.
creatures.
Yeah. No, I just really enjoy that this movie, one, doesn't take itself seriously whatsoever, and two, finds a lot of like very fun and inventive ways to stretch the humor in this movie.
Yeah. Look, one thing, a lot of characters missing, right? Like, which I think
Yeah.
speaks to how quickly they're moving through things. Like, no Sandy
Yeah,
Cheeks.
Sandy's like you see her for like a second where she gets just like brainwashed, but she otherwise has I don't even think she says a single word in this movie.
Yeah, right. No Sandy Cheeks. No Miss Puff.
Yeah, yeah, another
Which
one.
feels like a missed opportunity for like when SpongeBob's going on a road trip. I don't know.
Hey, hey,
Like,
hey, you don't need a license to drive a sandwich.
yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Yeah. But I don't know. I thought that was interesting. And I think it's not necessarily a bad choice because I think like you don't want to be like putting every character in, you know? Like you got to like stay focused a little bit. And I think it helps basically keep it that like breezy 80 minutes without getting
Yeah.
everybody involved.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you're going to try and shoe in like all the side characters into having something to do with like Plankton's storyline, you're adding, way too much to the runtime by having to shove scenes with them in there. Far much easier for them to be like, nope, we brainwashed them. They don't like we don't need to spend any time with like them trying to
Right.
get out from under Plankton's reign. We can just
Right.
spend all this time with SpongeBob.
And all the SpongeBob and Patrick stuff works so much better without having any other voice of reason involved. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah,
just need to be like on a Pee-wee journey where they're like kooky and dumb, you know?
where they're just trying to, get themselves out of tight situations at a bar from not getting beat up. All bubble blowing babies will be beaten senseless by every able bodied patron in the bar.
Yeah. Which, I mean, not a bad rule when you think
Yeah,
about it,
it's
when
a
you really
pretty,
break
yeah,
it
it's a
down.
pretty great rule. No one can resist. I love that they even do the Looney Tunes like the shaving the haircut. Like nobody can resist the Goofy Goobers song.
Yeah, right. And maybe the most Looney Tunes thing of all is like the fact that they exist in a world where Mr. Krabs can be executed for stealing the crown. But then once they unveil Plankton's whole plot where he like tried to like overthrow the government and like take over the world and also did steal the crown, like was the whole kickoff for all that. He just gets like taken away like in the paddy wagon to like the loony bin. You know what I mean? Like it's just such a way for that to end. Because Plankton's never gonna get killed in the cartoon, you know what I mean? He can't be executed by King Neptune. Like that's not gonna happen, you know? So it's like, yeah, Mr. Krabs is saved. Plankton, you're off to the loony bin. Like,
Like the
just feels
little,
like how a cartoon would end, you know?
yeah, no, it's perfect. It's so silly, such a silly movie. I had a lot of fun with it. What prompted you to open up another Krusty Krab right next door? Money.
Feels like he could have just built like an extension or something.
Right? Like you could have just made it
Maybe
bigger.
got like some more tables.
Yeah. Also, like we've seen that Bikini Bottom is like a big city at times. Like, why don't you just put one like in the city? It's like I put it right next door.
Yeah.
Not a
Also, the
great.
Hasselhoff thing really
Yeah, oh,
ridiculous.
so ridiculous. When the fight that they have on like his fucking legs and like
Yeah,
SpongeBob jumping.
right.
Yeah, yeah, it's absolutely absurd.
And then he just like rockets them into Bikini Bottom with like his like excellent pec muscles. It's so
Eh,
stupid.
but I also love just like the musical number they do where they're like men and all the like the big monsters are walking around. One of the parts that cracked me up in that whole motion with like all the big monsters is where one of them picks up SpongeBob and Patrick and they just start doing like the knee slapping dance. And you see the one monster in the background just like wave over to like some other monsters to come check this out.
Yeah.
They're all just standing around watching it. I'm like, this movie is so dumb. I love it.
Hey, you boys need ketchup or
Yeah.
mustard? Those guys might be the best too. Like just like the
Yeah.
dumb like one-liners.
So so good.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, I know this will probably be really short, but I really don't have much else to say about the movie. I mean, what else is there to say, you know?
I mean, it does exactly what it set out and needed to do. It tells a pretty concise story. It might not be like a world-ending, like greatest story of all time, but it tells a pretty concise story about SpongeBob just, finding a way to, not only be seen as an adult in the world, but be respected as one,
Yeah.
which, is perfectly fine for the SpongeBob movie. And I think the biggest negative that we could say is what we mentioned already is that they kind of just like side horn like a lot of the supporting characters, but you kind of have to, like we said, in a story like this where you want to keep that focus on SpongeBob finding his place in this world and seen as an adult. So
Yeah,
like at the end of the day, it's more of like a nitpick than it is like that much of a detriment to the movie.
yeah. And I do kind of like the idea that like he doesn't learn in the end that he needs to be a grown up. He kind of learns that it's okay to be a kid a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, which feels like a good way for it to end.
Well, listen, especially when he's ripping out sweet guitar solos with the Goofy Goober guitar.
Right, right. Yeah, of course,
Dude,
of course.
how do I get my hands on that guitar? That's a pretty sweet, sweet engine he's riding.
Yeah.
I'm a Goofy Goober.
Yeah.
So absurd.
Also, really funny joke when Squidward's like, "Well, I listen to public radio, so I know exactly what your plan is." Like he's just like a cynical NPR listener. He figured it out right away.
So good. I love that they have him ride that silly little bicycle too. That's like like a body bicycle, like low to the ground. It's like he totally would ride one of those things.
Yeah,
Fucking
right. Like
loser.
he's just such a douche.
Yeah, such a dweeb, bro. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else to add either. It's definitely the highlight of the Nickelodeon movies that we've watched. That's for sure.
Yeah, so far I would say yeah.
Yeah, and
And like which
I think this is probably our last one too. I don't see really any other Nickelodeon movies that get made or really make an impact outside of SpongeBob after this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Dora's technically Nickelodeon, isn't she?
Yeah, but does she ever get a movie? I mean, I know she got that
I
live
mean, she
action one
gets
in
some like
like
live action Hollywood movies. I don't
yeah,
know
but
if she
that
gets like
wasn't
a
that's not
theater
till
run.
like 2017, 2018. Like we ain't getting there anytime soon.
The heck of a movie though.
Yeah. Damn good movie if I do say so myself. But
Yeah.
it'll be a long time before we get
I
there.
still want to see the Michael Bay Dora movie. That's my dream.
Oh my god. All right. I'll
Like,
try and find the wormhole into the alternate reality in which that exists for you.
yeah. Like Jason Bourne almost, or like Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible, but it's
Yeah,
just Dora.
they just make her like a Jason Statham type. Dora's on a mission to save right? Boots? Boots was their side character?
Yeah, Boots.
Boots. Boots has been kidnapped by international terrorists.
Yeah.
It's gonna take Dora.
He's being held at 43 latitude, 87 longitude. I'm marking it on my map.
He's been taken by the Beekeeper Initiative.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the map.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the map now. What a
Her backpack. She's got like a queue like breakdown for everything that's in her backpack.
just got a bunch of gadgets.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man, it could work. I want to watch it.
No, I'm right there with you, man. I think it's a bangerang idea. I'm in.
Yeah, just get Jenna Ortega to play Dora. It's like the movie writes itself.
Boom, unstoppable. Print money.
Yeah. Timothy Chalamet plays Diego.
Unbelievable.
Right? Would you not see that movie? I would totally.
I'd absolutely watch it. I'm
I
in.
would totally see that movie.
I've already got
The
Donald
hardest
Trump.
part's going to be convincing Timothy Chalamet to do it.
To do
But if
it,
the
yeah.
Knicks win the title, I think he might just
It's
do
possible.
it. I'm just saying.
I've already got Donald Trump writing up AI prompts for it, so it's coming.
No, never mind. I don't want to do it anymore.
Why does Boots have a six-pack, Trump? Because you want
All
to
right.
fuck him.
First, we're gonna go over the ice bridge into the jungly jungle.
Oh my god. What do you think? What do you think the Raj felt about this movie?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna go out on a limb because Raj has been a mark for some things along the way, but let's
Raj,
see.
absolutely.
I'm Roger Ebert. Been a scene from the best film of the decade. This is a great film.
I gave it a drop and everything. Jim, you would be exactly right. The Raj, 3 stars out of 4. Calls it the good burger of animation, plopping us down inside a fast food war being fought by sponges, starfish, crabs, plankton, and mighty King Neptune.
Yeah, Raj gets it, man. Good for Raj.
Raj knows.
Now,
Raj understands.
it's not lost on me that he might still just be on the take, and other people are like out there being like, "How could he give this movie a 3?" Like, but I'm just saying, I think this one he got it. I think he got the point.
I think Raj is right on the money. What say ye, Jim? Final rating.
I would give this a 3 out of 5. I was leaning more toward a 2, but I think this is like Rugrats-flation, like where I have to give SpongeBob a 3 because it's definitely better.
Yeah, no, definitely better than that. No, and I would agree with you too. I would also give this movie a 3. I think right down the middle of the road, solid, fun adventure film. Definitely a lot of fun. So with 3s apiece, we're doing battles in the 6s tonight. And we got a plethora of movies here, Jim. Do you take SpongeBob or Bridget Jones, Edge of Reason?
Bridget Jones.
Yeah, I would take Bridget Jones also. Wow, easy one right there. Do you take SpongeBob or Kinsey?
Kinsey.
Ditto. Do we take SpongeBob or, dare I say it, Earth?
Which one?
Earth. Nicole Kidman's Birth.
Oh, I guess I have to say Birth just because it does make me feel stronger than any other movie so far out of the 6s. It's like a really icky kind of disgust, but it definitely makes me feel it, you know, like
Oh yes. Yeah, I would agree with you there. SpongeBob or Hero?
Hero.
Hero. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that we know where the rest of these are going. SpongeBob or Anchorman?
Anchorman, yeah, of course.
Yeah. SpongeBob or Scary Movie 3?
Scary Movie 3.
Yep. SpongeBob or Elf?
Elf, I guess.
SpongeBob or The Mummy Returns?
Easy to Mummy Returns.
Yeah, easy to Mummy Returns. SpongeBob or Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace?
How did we give that a 6?
Threes
What were we thinking?
across the board, baby.
I still suppose Star Wars is better than this, though.
Yeah. Come on. SpongeBob or Austin Powers and Goldmember?
Austin Powers and Goldmember.
Yep. And then the king of the 6s, still sitting high up here. Can any movie dethrone this, please? SpongeBob or Jennifer Lopez's Enough?
No, it's not gonna happen, dude. Not on my watch. And I've caught on to what you've been doing, which is like whenever you decide a movie is peaked, that's where it is on the list. The next time we go over it, I've pieced this together. But over my dead body, will you replace Enough as the top of the 6s? Never.
Show your work. Where have I done this? Enough sits at the top of the 6s. Where? Show your work.
Not on the 6s, but I've noticed a couple of them. I'll send this to you in private.
All right. I see what you're up to.
I listen. All I'm gonna say is I know where these movies really rank, and Enough is gonna be number 1 of the 6s till the day I die.
I'll get there. I'll find a movie that can beat Enough.
Yeah, it just like it's interesting to go through that though, because like it definitely should be like a 4 or a 5. You know what I mean? Like it's so clearly not on the same level as every other movie you just said to me.
The SpongeBob movie?
Yeah, like it doesn't. It's like the odd man out almost on that list. Like,
well, I feel like one movie has to be like at the low ranking of the 6s, and I guess that's the one that like will be the spot that kicks off that range of like the bottom 6 to top 6.
I guess so. I get the way I would explain it is that these all kind of have like a vibe to them. You know what I mean? Like, and everything else in the 6s fits that vibe, which is like it's probably not very good. But they kind of went for it, and I kind of had a good time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like all of those really fit into that, like,
that mold.
Feeling, you know what I mean? And, like, the SpongeBob movie doesn't really. Like, it definitely feels more like the 4s where we've been kind of living for a little while here.
Interesting. Well, no. Gets to live in the
It's
sixes.
Rugratsflations, dude. It's Rugratsflation. If I had the stones to give Rugrats a 1, I would have given SpongeBob a 2. You know.
Oh boy. Well, you don't live in that world, unfortunately.
I don't.
No, you don't. You don't. You shot too close to the sun too early on.
Maybe I'll wake up from my coma and then one day, you know.
You realize that we're actually still on episode like 2, and you're like, I could redo it for Rugrats, thank God. Jim, it all leads to here, baby. Next week, we finally get to do it. Couldn't be happier. Finishing off this epic weekend with National Treasure.
I really am excited. It's such a good movie, dude.
I am very
it's like such a baller movie.
Yeah, we're really burying.
Yeah,
we're really burying the lead here, but for once, I don't even care. The movie's too good.
What are we burying?
Burying the lead on how much we enjoy National Treasure.
Oh,
we're not leaving any mystery there.
I haven't seen it in a while. So I don't know. Maybe this time I'll hate it, but I doubt it.
Doubt it.
Doubt. It's hard to hate that movie. Honestly, if you play your cards right, you may have found a new King of the Sixes. I'm just saying.
It's King of the Six, please.
I think it's going to get a higher score than a 6.
That's going to get way higher than
I'm trying to dangle it in front of you.
Trying to do dangle a little carrot there. You're trying to rage bait me.
How bad do you want enough to be dethroned as the king?
Oh, you son of a bitch! I will not fall for your cheap parlor tricks.
I mean, I do always go first. Do you dare give National Treasure a 1?
Oh, I would never. Wouldn't dream of it. I could not pad the system in such a way. Couldn't do it. What was the last thing you jammed on?
Man, I watched something recently. I can't think of what it is. Some movie I watched recently. Oh, I watched The Fifth Element on streaming the other day. That was a good time.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
It's always a good time.
I can't remember the last time I watched
what else did I watch? Oh, wait, no, hold on. I have a way better one than that.
He's back.
I watched Double Jeopardy. The
Tommy Lee Jones movie, right?
And I'm not talking about the second half of Jeopardy hosted by Ken Jennings. I'm talking about
I see what he did
Tommy
there.
Lee Jones, Ashley Judd vehicle Double Jeopardy.
That's a fucking movie right there.
What a movie, dude.
We used to make cinema, people.
Right. It's just like exhibit, I don't know, we ran out of letters. It's like exhibit like Z27, right? Like of just like in the 90s, they made so much better movies. So much better movies, dude. Because it's not even good, but it's oh so great. You know what I mean? Like it's so perfect.
We just had a stranglehold on how to just do a very great, entertaining thriller.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's got a really crazy premise. Like, I'm going to just ruin it because it came out in like 1999. If you haven't seen it by now, that's your problem, right? The husband frames his wife for his own murder so he can like fake his own death and go fuck off with like the mistress and his kid and like cash in on his life insurance policy. Like, it's this elaborate plan. And she goes to prison for it. But then she figures out while she's in prison that the husband's alive. Nobody's listening to her. She can't get through to anybody. And then finally one day, some lady who used to be a lawyer in the laundry's like, you know what you got to do? The smart play here, you do your time. And then when you get out, you could murder him in the middle of the street. Nobody could do anything about it because you already got convicted. Like, it makes no sense. Like,
absolutely crazy.
It's like, there's no way that would work, right? And then, like, as the movie goes on, I'm watching it with my wife, and I'm like, I don't know if they can convict her for killing the husband if she does. I think they might be able to, but I don't know for sure. But she has committed, like, 40 other crimes in the last half an hour that feel like they can still convict her for. Like, what is the, like, where do we draw the line here, you know?
Absolute bonkers movie.
It's a great movie. Like, she's like running. She literally at one point, like, drives her parole officer's car off of like a moving like ferry into the ocean and then like assaults Tommy Lee Jones with his own service weapon to escape. And it's like, I think you might be going back to jail. I don't care if they convicted you of killing your husband already. There was like 10 crimes right now, you know, like
you still got plenty they could throw the book at you for.
yeah, but she gets Tommy Lee Jones on her side. I'm just saying, she's got the truth on her side, which goes a long way in a 90s movie.
The truth shall set you free.
Yeah, but that's what I watched. I recommend Double Jeopardy to everybody with ears and eyes.
That one is an absolute classic. It should,
and it's on Netflix right now. It's really amazing.
That's a classic right there. I last watched. We had every month. We do a movie night with Brendan and his wife, and it was his pick this past movie night that we did, and he picked for us to watch, which I haven't seen since we were in high school, Teen Wolf.
Oh, classic movie, yeah.
Yeah, classic movie. And it had been so long since I'd seen it that I'd forgotten so much about it. And as we're watching it, I'm just like, God, it's like, man, talk about things we don't do anymore is make fucking pieces of cinema like this.
I'm just saying it's a very like, I'm not saying it's like anti-black people, but like there's a lot of like the nerdy white kid all of a sudden like learns how to dance and like give cool high fives and play basketball, and then everybody loves them, you know? It's like
it is insane. There is a scene that had me and Brendan fucking crying because we were talking that same thing. We're like, it's insane that like basically like he just becomes a black dude. Like he just becomes really good.
I'm not gonna say he becomes a black dude. What I'm gonna say is he gets really good at dancing and playing basketball. Like you do with that what you will.
Jim, there is a scene when he first becomes a werewolf and everyone is talking about how cool he is now, where he literally starts break dancing like in the middle of school in front of everybody. Like
yeah, he's an amazing dancer all of a sudden in many disciplines of dance.
The only other person on screen that dances with him when he does that is another black gentleman, and they dap up. Like,
well, hold on. First of all, he's a werewolf. I'm just saying it's not another black gentleman. There's only one there.
Like, I don't know what they're trying to say, but it seems pretty clear what they want me to be thinking while I'm watching this movie.
And it's like, it's also like, you know, it's not lost on me that he's like turning into an animal for all that to happen. Like, I just like, it's like right on the line, man. I don't know. It's like, it feels like maybe it's not right. I'm not saying for sure, but
it is fucking insane. Like it's a fever dream of a movie.
Yeah. Like all of a sudden he can like dunk,
like dunking. It's unreal. It's such an insane movie.
It's a wild.
Absolutely wild. And like just the random subplot they put in of like him and his best friend who just love to like ride on top of the car.
Yeah. They like surf on the car, on the van.
Like the scene when he's like, yo, bro, let's go riding. And like, and Michael J. Fox just goes, nah, man, this wave's all mine. It's just doing like handstands on top of it.
It's a very silly movie. I watched it like pretty recently, actually. Like maybe like about a year ago I watched it.
It is fucking absurd.
It's very absurd, yeah.
One of the silliest movies I've ever seen, and I don't know how they got away with what they were trying to do in that movie because it just does not seem right.
In retrospect, it's like, let's say it's very overt. Let's use that word, you know?
Yeah. It's one of those movies we're watching it and today you're just like, man, oh man, I like pretty apparent what you're trying to say. I don't know.
Like
man.
They weren't
pretty wild.
Quite that movie Soul Man with C. Thomas Howell III, but they were like, I mean, like just at face value, it's very hard to tell the difference. You know, like
it was quite a fine line.
Yeah.
My God. Yeah.
Teen Wolf is a classic, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I have to watch it again because
Yeah.
it is like it's a fun time. Like when he's like, he's like all of a sudden he's like 6'6" and he's just like dunking on people and like the music's playing. It's just like a montage of him like stealing the ball and like jamming it like 20 times in a row.
Just like the best basketball player you've ever seen. He's stealing the ball from his own teammates. He's just so in the game.
Yeah, right. He's like unstoppable. Yeah, and then afterward, he's at the party. He's like dapping people up, like
Absurd.
like dancing. It's a fun time, It's like
an all-timer of an 80s movie. Like it really just goes to show just on how much cocaine they were all on in the 80s.
yeah, it really is insane, dude. Like anything really went back then. Not nearly as good as 90s movies, though. Like I still stand by my 90s.
I'm with you on that, but the 80s right there too for absurdity. And that's all we got for you this week. Go check out these movies for yourself. As always, form your own opinions, and make sure you join back with us next week when we dive into the absolute masterpiece that is National Treasure. And as always, we'll see you at the movies.
121.